But now. everybody. Welcome to Haunting History, the podcast. I'm David, your host for this evening. And tonight is going to be an interesting night because, I wanted to have a guest on, but um, I also wanted it to be a topic driven kind of show tonight. And in that sense, I thought the best person to have on would be my friend Charles Fort. I'll bring him on here in just a second. Um, but first of all, I want to see how everybody's doing here. What's up, Rican? Hope you guys are good. A little bit of drama been going on recently with me and Facebook. Stupid stuff. We'll kind of get into that because it does pertain to the paranormal world. The topics we're going to be talking about tonight are just derivative of everything that's happening in the paranormal spectrum these days. Um, it's not as fun as it used to be. Not as fun as it used to be. Now everything's gotten so drama heavy. It's kind of scary. It's really quiet. Are you in reference to the paranormal stuff or like my mic? Because I have a thing about my mic audio. Facebook. Yes, Facebook. The devil, as some would say. So yeah, we're gonna get into some of these topics tonight. Before I bring Charles on, real quick, guys, if you want to support me on Patreon, there's a link down in the description. You can join Patreon. It's $1.99 a month, and you get just a bunch of stuff, news, behind the scenes kind of stuff. Whenever I do investigations, um, I'm planning on doing some after hours type stuff with this show here in the near future. So that'll be going on the Patreon as well. And also, being a Patreon member, you get special perks. I recently did an investigation out at the Kansas Aviation Museum, which that video will be coming here really soon. I'm already about 40% done with the video, but one of our Patreon members got to do an experiment, and you guys will get to see that. She doesn't know exactly where this experiment took place, and I'm not going to spoil it. So it'll be interesting to see. So there are perks, you guys. $1.99, links down in the description. Also, if you want to support the channel, support me, you can go to the merch shop, buy some merch there, t-shirts. I know Rican got a t-shirt or something. Rican, if you want to post in the YouTube community a picture of your shirt, that'd be awesome. You could be wearing it or you could be out of the picture. It's up to you. But all kinds of merch on there, different designs, and yeah, I'm kind of stoked about it, and I'm planning on some new designs here in the future. So links are all down in the description, guys. All right, without further ado, let us bring on Sir Charles Fort. Sir Charles, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing very, very well. Thank you for having me. I appreciate being here. Am I still quiet? Do I need to bump things up or am I okay?
Oh, no, you just bumped up right there.
Perfect. Awesome. Love it. I did have my my sound down just a little bit on my side, so I went ahead and bumped that up. Yeah. Yeah, no, actually, 100%. It was almost down. So it's because the last show I was on, it was like I was overly loud for some reason as far as the sound goes. So I had to like back it off way off. But I think it was the person who was hosting had me up way too much on their end. But that's just me. That's just me.
Yeah. No,
it's okay though.
Different shows. I've noticed with different shows, it's really hard to get the sound levels to be balanced and stuff. So like,
okay.
I think I'm quiet.
You are quiet, apparently. So I will say I did notice that when I plugged in my turned on my headset, my main audio system, that everything else was loud, like video, not like you loud, but like when I would listen to a video, it was loud, and then you were kind of quietish, not overly quiet, but you know,
All right, how's that?
I hear you just fine personally, but
Is that better?
yeah,
Because my levels are showing a lot better now too.
mostly says that I'm loud. So I'll back it off just a little bit for you. How about that?
I hear you just fine, but it's whatever. Whatever.
We're here for the people, man. Anyway,
Oh,
uh,
people.
yeah, the people. No, and you're absolutely right. Like it does seem like there's something weird going
Weird.
on this year, especially in the paranormal. I mean, just events driven wise, it's definitely going down. I'm seeing a toll not just in the paranormal. Though. There's definitely lots going on. That's like people are lowering their output right now. So
Yeah, that's
not
something
surprised.
like let's just jump into the topic of events for
Sure,
right
sure.
now because this year we were a lot of us were planning on the Kansas City Paracon to be there. You and
Absolutely.
I are good friends with Jason Kupsik,
Uh-huh.
um, and what was it? About 2 months ago, almost, that he announced that he was no longer going to be doing the conference this year.
Yeah,
And
which was a shocker to me. I mean, I will say I was like, man, really?
yeah,
Like, okay, all right.
and he announced really early.
Yes, he did. It's I
And
mean, that's his style.
the reason he announced early was because another Paracon
True.
decided to cancel.
True.
So he was going to jump on it and take the advantage of, well, if they're canceling, I'm going to put mine out.
Yep.
And it was weird because not only did those two cancel, I noticed others across the country
Yeah.
canceled as well.
Yeah. I
And it
mean,
makes you think, like, why?
well, I mean, the obvious to me, the obvious is at least to begin with, there's a lot of uncertainty right now. A lot of
There really
uncertainty,
is.
and especially I'd say just economy in general. Not to make this political or anything, just economy in general. It's very uncertain right now where we're heading. So the markets,
Yes.
I mean, even where they were way up, and then today they took a nice big. I say a nice, but they took a downward spiral for sure. I'd say spiral, but not like oh my god they're crashing. It was more of just like
Right.
the market's correcting themselves. I mean, someone pulled like what was it like 900 million or billion or something out of the markets, which just obviously that amount of money is going to make it fall. So it is what it is. I try to follow the markets as close as possible. Same with crypto had a fall too, but yeah, it just right now there's a lot of uncertainty. Two, I would also say that maybe because I mean I'm definitely feeling it. There's fatigue of the same thing over and over again. Same stuff, I should say,
Yeah, let's
right?
go.
So
Let's go over that point
yeah,
because that's a really good point that you're bringing up, and this is something that people have been screaming about for
a while.
hell, I don't know, the last 5 years.
Yeah, I'd absolutely say a while now. It's just like where do you go, right? Like where do you go from here as far as um spiritual darkness? That's a very good point too. Absolutely. There which it could be, people that are putting on these events, you don't know like when they get certain people involved, you may not want to associate with certain people, or you may dislike how certain
Exactly.
people do things in the paranormal. It just is what it is. So it may just turn you off from going to those events. I completely understand. For me, I definitely feel like it's the same stuff. No offense to the people that have been on TV for years. It's not like, I mean, you and I, we both met Chris Williams and Dustin Perry, great, fantastic people. Loved meeting them. Was on a special investigation event with them, and had a great time.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So for me, I can't necessarily say that I'm getting tired of like this kind of thing, but I will say the number one thing for me is I can't stand outrageous prices. Like to me, outrageous ticket prices for the events themselves. Now, mind you, I don't know the first thing about putting on the events like you do or Kupsik does. I know it can get expensive. Venue, paying out celebrities, whatever you need to do to get them here. I completely understand that. To me, though, there's definitely a fine line when you're trying to get money from sponsors, when you're trying to get money from, I mean, just people in general trying to get ticket sales. The one here in Kansas City, not Jason's, but the other one. It's just I can't see myself paying that much money to go to a con. I don't even think Comic-Con was that expensive at that point.
But that's just, I want to back it up a little.
I know I said a lot right there.
Yeah. Let's go back to the everything's the same. It's nothing's different. Like there is a cookie cutter mold when it comes to these events, and it usually is just you get vendors who set up, and then you have speakers.
Yep.
And then maybe every once in a while there's like a panel where the speakers get together and they answer questions, and it's
like a round table kind of thing, like direct questions.
Well, almost, yeah. Okay. But for the most part, it's just vendors, speakers.
Yeah,
that's it.
100%.
And there's no real engagement with the people attending.
Well, geez, Dave, what do you want? A bikini car wash? God. Whoa, what? Where did that come from?
It's not a bad idea.
Hey, I went to a bike night and they did have that, and I'm like, wow, we still do these? That's crazy. Who would have thought? Yeah, right. That's whoa. Hello. Hey. You thought it was a dude. Anyways,
yo, get that hammock off my hood.
Oh my gosh, fantastic. Okay.
But so like outside of that cookie cutter mold, like some events could do things differently.
Yes.
But here's where that, well, we'll get into this point in a minute. Let me put that aside for a second. As far as the commonalities, we get the same speakers. Like you said, they may have been on TV. That's great and everything. But when it comes to their presentation, first of all, why are we having these conferences? Aren't we supposed to learn something from these people? Isn't that why we get together?
Exactly.
To share knowledge, share information.
I will say,
I could give two shits about somebody's time on TV and what it was like on the road. I want to know what you're doing different now. What are you doing?
Exactly.
Not the same.
Exactly. I will say, as far as the panels that I was actually able to attend for Coop 6 Paracon last year, I was really impressed with two of them. Yours always blows me away. Two was Noah. I think is Noah. What is it called? Deaf. Thank you. He's deaf and he investigates. Like, how do you do that? Yeah. I want to learn that. Like, how do you actually that to me was super fascinating. I really liked that a lot. That was a great presentation. Yeah.
That was the first time I ever heard of him.
Yeah, same.
First time I met him. And I thought it was brilliant. Like that's because he's lived without a certain perspective that we all kind of take for granted. And he's adapted that into investigating.
Absolutely.
So I thought that was really awesome. But like, before my Facebook page was taken down, I could reference a bunch of people for you. But there are some people out there that, they get overlooked. Yeah. And they do have some value to Paracons. One of which, like I've tried to get him booked as a couple different Paracons, is Pat Fitzhugh.
Yes. Okay. Yep. I've heard you talk about him for sure.
He's a paranormal investigator. He's also an author who's probably the most knowledgeable about the Bell Witch.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a great topic conversation right there.
And nobody is booking this guy,
which is wild.
Well, I don't want to say nobody. There might be one or two people that'll book him, but like, why wouldn't you want to go hear about the Bell Witch?
Right.
When everybody's like ghost.
Classic story. Yeah.
Yeah. One UFO, one Bigfoot guy, but everybody's ghost. Wouldn't you want to hear about something supernatural, some kind of folklore, some kind of, that's interesting.
Exactly. I agree. And I like how there are Paracons, I will say, that do sprinkle out some variety as far as topics and guests and like speakers, what their expertise is. I do really like that when they do that. When it's just specifically ghosts or all UFO. Like, I understand if you're doing a UFO conference, you're probably going to have nothing but UFO people. I get it. Sprinkle a little something in there.
What? I don't want to call them ufologists. I just want to call them, like, I don't know.
Not ufologist. UAPP. UAPP. Anyways. Sorry.
Aerial phenomenon people.
Something. There's a special, all right. Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, they're identified, all right. It's just, woo. They're in a category all their own. Anyways. Sorry, Terry. Sorry.
We actually did have him on our Boogeyman Radio podcast. If you guys don't know, Charles and I, we used to have a podcast called Boogeyman Radio. We ran for 3 years. We had guests on. We did topics, whether it was paranormal, true crime, everything in between.
Did so well. We started hosting investigations too.
Yeah.
Midwest Mystery Tour. Ciao.
And Pat Fitzhugh was one of our guests on there.
He was. That was a great episode. I really enjoyed that one a lot.
And the way we structured that, where we did the subject ourselves, and then the next show we brought in an expert on that subject.
Man, imagine that.
To correct us.
Weird. Tell us you're wrong. You said this when it was actually this.
Yeah, it's like, oh, great. We have clarity now.
Exactly.
But he had insight, and that's what I loved, especially when we had Jeff Mudgett on.
100%. Oh my gosh, he will.
And had Jeff Mudgett.
He will hands down be my favorite guest of all time. Maybe we'll, eventually later in life, if I have somebody that's like also tied to a serial killer, maybe the serial killer themselves. I don't know, but he will definitely be one of my favorite. Like, oh yeah, that episode was fantastic. Just that series of episodes going over H.H. Holmes first and then Jeff Mudgett. It's perfect.
So I have bad weather going on right here. At the moment, storms are rolling through. So my signal is getting.
You got pretty bad storms down there right now?
Yeah, it's been like thundering and sprinkling rain off and on. And like it's all this weekend, it's rain.
Oof.
I know, and I actually got a 3-day weekend. So.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I know. Dude, trust me. I feel you. I'm actually heavily considering buying a new bike very soon, like really, really soon. And I was hoping to like within the next day, but I've been thinking about it for a while. I got a friend of mine who's going to give me a great deal on one, but it's supposed to rain like all day tomorrow. So I don't know if I'm going to do it just yet, but we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, they can keep it inside for you.
Exactly is what I was thinking. Plus we're waiting on parts to come from the manufacturer anyways for accessories. So it's just one of those things. But back to the topic at hand. Yeah, and well, actually, yeah, you're right. you're actually right. The manufacturer is from China, which is hilarious. But it's I can't believe you got that correct. That's amazing. No, so where were we at? So amazing guest. Let's get some variety in those events. Just switch it up, change it up, like the concerts, right? Like I know you had Randall Shreve at yours. That was fantastic. That was a great time. I saw that he's going overseas. He's performing overseas, by the way. His tour, crazy. Yep. Good for him. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, just adding some variety to it's always a fantastic thing. Jason did the same thing with his bushcrafting conference for the fall camp out. He brought in a bluegrass band. It's bushcraft and bluegrass is what he calls it. Oh, dude, it's perfect. And the first year they did it, I wish I knew the band's name, but it's escaping me. But they had like a Halloween fall set to where it was like folky music. It was great.
And yes, those episodes are still up to listen. Just when you're searching on YouTube, search for @Boogeyman Radio Show.
I can put it in the chat. Well, no, I can't put it in the chat. Apparently, I don't have the option to be a part of the chat. I guess I'll go to the video on YouTube and post it there. Give me a second. But let's get. I mean,
well, while you're doing that, I'll keep talking about the conference thing here because
yes, sir.
One of the things that was being brought up in chat was cost.
Mm-hmm.
The cost of these things. The cost doesn't only fall on the consumer, but for the person putting these together, if they're doing this out of pocket, they are spending upwards of around $10,000 for these events.
Yes.
Booking locations, not typically, is not cheap.
No, you have to have sponsors to help you out anymore. You really do.
The location I booked for my event was like $3,000.
Good gosh. I'm so thankful that we.
I'm sorry, it wasn't three. I don't think it was three. It wasn't $3,000. That's how much I ended up spending on my conference.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, I was about to say still. That's.
But no, mine was $1,200 for one day, for the venue, just for the venue.
Yeah, that's nuts.
But most people, they don't get them that cheap. They can't get them that cheap. Like, I think this year Jason's was close to $10,000 for the venue.
You say 10,000
for the venue, and then you got to think, yeah,
okay,
and then you got to think about the people that are.
Oh yeah, the people on top of it
to speak.
Yeah, which he was gonna have the. He was gonna have the.
Unless you're like,
is it Kling
Brothers?
Kling, yeah, the Ghost Labs guys. Yeah.
Yep.
That was gonna be awesome. I was so looking forward to meeting them, but I understand.
Unless you're really good friends with somebody, they're not going to come for free.
Yeah.
You have to pay these people. You have to pay for their hotel room. Their travel would be flight. If they're driving, gas money. Food. And then an appearance fee.
True.
If they've been on TV, they have an agent booking them. So there's going to be an appearance fee.
Dude,
and depending on who you get, again, could run you into up to $10,000.
So here's the crazy thing, and here's the crazy factor. So Jason actually reached out to Project Fear. He tried to get them, try to get to that younger crowd and everything. Which I'm not really the younger crowd, but I do like the way Project Fear does some things, and
he does like the younger crowd.
Wow, that's messed up. That's crazy, but I just like how they investigate. That's a fair point. But so he reached out to them and they said, "Oh, you have to go through this email or whatever," and they never got back to him. And then I also replied to that said email, never got back to me. So it's like some people, I guess, I don't know if you're just blowing us off or just decided not to do it or what have you, but we were definitely trying to get them in, at least to get them involved in the talking of like, hey, how much do you cost? And we couldn't even get a price from anybody. So that sucks. But
which is a shame. Like,
yeah, because that would open up a whole new, a different avenue.
This is the second time my Facebook page has been taken down. Second page that's been taken down. My first page, I had all my connections on and stuff. Like, I was moderate friends with like Dakota, he would at least answer me. Yeah. I could have reached out to him and, now like, cause I've been friends with him for quite a while before Destination Fear. But like now, if I try to go be friends with him, it's the follow button.
Yeah, exactly. It's I get it. Yeah, I get it. I understand because you don't want them being like, oh, you have a new friend request. You have a new friend request. You have a new friend request. Like, you get crazy people that are going to do that all the time. So, just is what it is, unfortunately.
But yeah, it just got crazy and
yeah.
Not to say I don't have like still connections and friends in the paranormal and stuff, but like,
true.
I don't have the access to them that I had anymore.
They're in Facebook. Meh.
Yeah.
You need to get their phone numbers the old-fashioned way. Meh.
I honestly am thinking that's probably going to be how I'm going to go about things anymore.
There you go. No, you can be real old school and get their emails.
Let me get your address. I'll send you.
You want to be my pen pal? I'll write you a letter every now and then. Make sure you're
I'll send you a stamp so you can return mail.
Yeah, true. Emotionally asked, why was it taken down? Dave, you want to handle this one?
So the first page was taken down because I was going to start a new show called Ghost Ed, which is basically ghost education. And there was a person who runs a magazine called Ghosted Magazine who thought I was infringing on their trademark or trademark.
Yeah.
And which it wasn't. But
But
they went through Facebook, and the way you can get somebody's Facebook taken down is you have to spam report
yes.
the Facebook. And because I had my logo on there on my Facebook, they spam reported my Facebook page and had my page taken down over copyright and infringement and trademark infringement, which was utter bullshit. And then when I tried to appeal, it never went through. So
Damn
that was,
Facebook.
and that page was like that one I had monetized.
That was huge.
It was huge, and I had like it was a big page. Like I had about 8,000 to 10,000 followers on that one.
Yeah.
So then I reverted to a backup page, and I tried to be like I let the ghosted thing die because I'm a gentleman, and I don't want drama anymore.
You're being civil
more than I need.
You're being civil. I know.
I was literally trying to be good on Facebook.
A good Samaritan.
And
No politics, nothing. Like you did so good. You did so good.
Yeah, no politics, nothing.
You weren't in anybody's DMs, but I mean it's fine.
Some memes I was drawing were great.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It was building support pretty fast. Like you were on the right path, and then somebody
and then yeah, then somebody either somebody had my page taken down again, or
in spite.
The other thing I'm thinking of now is like there on the haunting history page, Facebook page, there were some reels I was posting from my own videos that got the copyright claim,
which is nuts because you're the owner of those clips.
Yeah, and everything Facebook is like automated.
Yeah.
So now it's like
AI.
Yeah. But if it was somebody, there was somebody that commented on one of my posts literally the day before it got taken down. Actually, the night, less than 12 hours before it was taken down.
I gotta know
something really nasty.
I gotta know, what was the post? Just curious. What was it?
It wasn't, my post wasn't anything bad.
No, I figured. I was just curious.
Just trying to think what it was. But his comment was something nasty about like,
don't say anything that'll get you like video blocked on YouTube.
Well, this guy I've had problems with before.
Oh, I know. Me too.
And I unfriended him and unfollowed him, so I didn't want any more of his negativity, and he decided to continue to follow me, and he made a really nasty, not a really nasty post, but nasty to me post. So I deleted his post and I blocked him. And then less than 12 hours later, boom, my channel got hit. Or my page
Weird.
got hit. Coincidental? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's one of those things. But unfortunately, it's here, it's done, it's over with. The channel's been taken down for now. I know you said you're trying to combat it and try to get it appealed.
I clicked on their appeal button. There wasn't an app or anything that I could fill out, an application to fill out or anything for an appeal. It just let me click the decision button, and now I have to wait.
Can you click the appeal decision button multiple times? Spam that. Spam that sucker. That'd be nice. Hey, day 1, spam. Day 2, spam. Day 3.
Right.
This will come back.
No, I wish it would work that way. But,
yeah, it would be nice.
But for now, I'm just going to be off of Facebook, and unless the appeal goes through, and I get restored, it's whatever. But
yeah, I understand. It's frustrating. The same thing could probably happen on Instagram too. So if you're on there, be careful. Be careful. TikTok might be where you want to go as far as building. But I will say TikTok is very limited on what you can say on their platform.
I'm just backing away from social media in general.
Fair enough. I don't disagree with that. And you're having audio issues.
Yeah. I posted on, hang on a second.
You're fine. It's catching up. Robotics are kicking in.
Okay. I posted on Patreon and I posted on the community tab here on YouTube.
Yeah.
For now, all my posts, anything, any information, any news or anything I put out, it's going to be on.
It's going to be on Patreon. I'm guessing. Ay. These storms are getting the best of you. Well, it's one of those things.
Well,
it's just your signal keeps going in and out, man. That's all. Says darn storms. Those darn storms. Oh, there you go. Well, cut the camera.
Yeah, I cut the camera. Can you hear me good?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm back.
Perfect. Perfecto.
So yeah, let's kind of get back into the
yeah, no, for sure. Completely understand. And so again, yeah, like what we were saying before, adding that variety, music talents, different kinds of things. I think that would be fantastic. And one thing I will say, I've seen an increasing amount is there's families where people bring their kids to these events. So like having something for kids as well, that could be a big thing in the future for people that want to do events, have something for kids. Trying to think how else you could really, because to me, when Koopsik came back, like it was just the general feeling was just like, oh my gosh, like everybody felt like they felt like it's that belonging feeling. I feel like I'm part of the crew. It's been forever since I've seen you, and we have something to come talk to about and hang out. And plus, I really like the location of the Masonic Lodge that we went to that time. But yeah, I mean, just add some variety for sure. Don't just make it. Here's some vendors. Here's some speakers, and that's it. Like, And if I'm from Kansas City, sorry.
I think if I could offer any advice to anybody that's, struggling about putting on a Paracon or an event like that, number one, don't look to spend all your money right out the gate. Like, don't splooge all over trying to get the best speakers or the most famous speakers, which is not always the best, because there's a lot of great speakers that they just don't get the opportunity to speak.
100%.
And I think that's there's an upside and a downside to that. The upside is you get some great presentations, but the downside is unless they're famous, nobody wants to show up for it.
Right.
And this is what really kind of annoyed me about Jason's conference.
Kidding.
He was only going to charge like $10-15 for this.
That
for
was
a ticket. And that's what he did last year too.
Yep. That was his admin fee was $10.
Because like you go to like Penhurst Paracon or you go to
$200, $300, you know what I mean?
Or MI Paracon. Yeah. They're like almost $300 to go just for the ticket.
That's insane.
A lot of these people that go to these events are from far away and they still have to spend money to get there.
And I mean, I was just about to say gas is to the hotels though. But anyways, yeah, I know there's one coming up here. What is it? June 6th. I think it's a Crypticon in Little Rock, Arkansas that I'm kicking around the idea of going to. Our good friends, Chumming with the Spirits, they're going to be there. And so I was kicking around the idea of going down to that one, but I don't know because I don't really like doing anything in the summer because it's hot. But yeah, that's just me.
If it's indoors, fine.
Well, partially. It's both.
As long as we're not camping.
Yeah, like that river float trip. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we should do that. That kind of stuff we need to start doing in the fall.
Yeah, I'm down with that, or early spring, one of the two.
Yeah, right now would be perfect.
Oh my gosh, I know. It was like 85 today. I was like, man, why am I not on the river? Like 80, 85 is just peak. But I will say it's pretty humid today, so it's like can't breathe. But that just means the weather's coming in. But yeah, I what?
Oh, I was gonna make a George Floyd joke.
Oh gosh! Whoa! All right, kill Tony. I don't know.
I was gonna say Tony Hinchcliffe did enough of that for us already.
Woo! That roast was insane. If you watch the clips from that,
it was pretty wild.
Man, I was dying laughing. I was like, "Wow, comedy's actually back! Holy cow!" Weird.
Shane Gillis nailed Chelsea Handler.
Oh yeah,
he nailed her to a wall.
It was a great. I think it was probably one of my favorite ones so far, at least as far as like crazy out there jokes. But yeah, back at the task at hand. How do you feel like where do you see things are going? Do you think they'll make a comeback? Do you think it's still on a steady down slope? I mean, what are your thoughts?
Well, here's the thing, like right now, anybody who's got a Paracon going, still going, I think they're in good shape.
Yeah,
just because of the lack of Paracons going.
Yeah, I mean, it's survival of the fittest at this point, right? Like
that's kind of where it's at. And there's going to be enough people to where like they're going to want to get out of the house and do something.
Yes, 100%.
And again, with the lack of Paracons, they're going to decide to go to these no matter what the cost is. They're still going to go to these Paracons.
Yep.
But I think, maybe by this time next year, I don't know if I honestly the overall feeling I get is that the paranormal field is dying down.
I had the same feeling right before COVID, and then all of a sudden I feel like it had a huge boom during COVID.
Oh yeah.
To me, like it was just wild. But I will say I think it'll come back eventually, but where my headspace is at right now is I would rather put the money towards haunted locations that need it, that need to survive, owners that, need the money and stuff, and be with my friends who I maybe haven't seen in a while. So we can do like I wouldn't say, yes, events are fun, but I don't know. I would rather go to an actual investigation than walk around a con. That's just me.
And I think that those kind of events where it's like a location thing where you pay a ticket and go to investigate, I think those are still going to continue to be. I think those are going to do all right still.
I agree.
It's the conventions that I think are going to
take a hit.
Really, they're going to scatter out, and those are the ones that we'll see who survives, who doesn't after this year, because one bad event can take you out. Put you in so much debt so fast.
100%. It's tough. 100%. I couldn't imagine having that stress on my shoulders, especially just right now in general. But I definitely agree with you guys. I think there's been there's definitely been a sign of things kind of backing off paranormal wise, like, and not just the cons, but people aren't. I feel like there's still like people are also backing off of events as well. Because when you watch all these YouTubers and shows that get so much paranormal activity all the time, and then there's people that really don't know anything about the paranormal, and they go to investigate, and then time and time again, nothing has happened. It just, maybe that leaves an impression like, well, maybe this isn't actually real. And then you have the whole drama between the paranormal and the debunkers and stuff like that. I'm not going to mention anybody specific or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that there is a case to be made, which I don't mind debunkers. I think everyone should have skeptics or be skeptical when you're investigating the paranormal. Not everything is paranormal. It's just flat out how it is.
This isn't.
Exactly. So again, there's been a lot of drama in this field lately, and I think it has scared some people. I know it kind of shook me up a little bit on the last podcast I was on, but I'm not going to back away from the paranormal just because someone thinks ghosts aren't real.
And this is something I talked about. I think I made a post about this about a week ago or 2 weeks ago or something.
About a week ago. Anyways,
with the debunkers right now on YouTube and stuff, like they're mainly going after these big channels like Sam and Colby, Twin Paranormal,
which they open themselves up for it. They do.
These people that, everybody already knows that they're faking shit. They just don't care.
Yeah, that's
right. That's why they still watch them. They don't care.
Yeah.
They want the entertainment. But like when it comes to the debunkers, though, and when they start viewing smaller channels, I think like this goes for two ways. Number one, like I feel like it's almost scaring away people from making paranormal content on YouTube.
Oh yeah, they don't want to get an army of people sick at them, or
they don't want to get called out.
Yeah, exactly.
I think people don't want to get called out, and so they don't want to make videos and think, oh, if I make a mistake here, they're going to catch this and they're going to blow it up and amplify it. And
my thing is, if you love something enough or you're passionate about something, it shouldn't matter what someone else freaking says.
It's true.
It really should at the end of the day, because as soon as you turn off your phone, your computer, those people don't matter in your life.
Yep. It's the ones around you.
Exactly.
I've continued making videos throughout this, and I've always said, if one of them looks at one of my videos and says, "Oh, the fucking,"
you see that string over there? What the hell?
Yeah. Or hey, this guy's faking it. This is what he did. I don't give a shit what they say.
I don't.
Honestly, it's that. This is why it's their opinion, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like
only give
they're
power.
Only offerings. Yeah, they're offering suggestions, and I think people need to stop getting butthurt over it.
Yeah, I mean, the more overworked and upset you get over something, the more power you're giving that person.
Yeah, and the more they're gonna dive into it.
They said the more they're gonna feed off of it and dive into it and dissect it. Absolutely.
Even if you're not guilty of faking,
yeah,
and they think you're faking, you acknowledging that,
you're giving them a platform to stand on.
Well, it also makes you look like you're defending something.
Yeah, exactly.
Or trying to hide something.
Exactly.
Like
I can understand addressing things like, hey, so-and-so pointed out that this was fake. Yeah, hey, man, that's your opinion. That's cool. Whatever. I'm not going to get upset over that or anything like that. I know what I witnessed. I know firsthand. I don't fake stuff. So it's like.
And even when it comes to equipment, like one of their big things is these people are using equipment that's been debunked.
Yes.
I mean, there's an explanation that could set off these pieces of equipment, but you can't necessarily say that it wasn't a ghost because we haven't even proved that ghosts exist yet.
Right. How do you know
exactly?
There's no
proof that it was a ghost setting it off, or proof that it was not a ghost setting it off.
Right.
But the argument is well in favor of it not being a ghost.
Was it paranormal? Was it something you can't explain? Supernatural? What was it? We don't, like you said, don't know if it's a ghost. It could have been a plethora. It could have been an invisible wackadoodle. Who knows? Like some crazy species that we have no idea about.
The REM pod that I have does the musical notes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that thing, they say your phone signal will set them off and all that. If you watch my last location live, the Bates County that I did live.
Yeah.
It was like 2 or 3 hours long.
Yep.
I'm filming with my cell phone the entire time.
Yeah.
I used that REM pod the entire time. And there's only one place in the whole investigation that it actually went off. So if it's my cell phone setting it off, why didn't it set it off at any point during the live stream?
Absolutely. No, I agree completely. It's a question you got to ask. Yep. And that's two very good points. Emotionally, you had a very good point. Don't waste your energy on those people. Right. And then is it Riken? Havoc. There we go. Riken Havoc. I like it. You got to stay grounded and follow some of the hyper people or he says, I follow some of the hyper people. Maybe that's a she. I don't know. Follow some of the hyper people for entertainment, which that is literally what they are. 100%.
Yeah.
I don't consider them investigations. Also, I feel that way as well. The public has a short attention span, and these channels are meant to entertain. Absolutely. 100%. I had the same conversation with somebody at an investigation. He's like, I get all this tech out. He does live streaming on TikTok. I get all this tech out. I do all this stuff, but it's just for entertainment value. If I didn't have all this tech and I was just live streaming, people wouldn't be there to watch it at all.
No.
At all.
Nope.
If people like people that actually want to see what real investigating is, not necessarily just, oh my god, a bell went off. Like, let's get into actual investigating, logging data, checking times, like really investigating. It is completely different than what you see on YouTube and TV.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say there were some television shows that were close to it, but there's clear difference.
I've always said it. You know, I've made it known. Like when I do live streams, I'll use whatever I've got that has lights on it, or because people watching need to be able to notice something.
Yes.
I mean, the phone's audio isn't going to be the best for listening for EVPs.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be conducive of, or it's not going to be a replacement for actually being there.
Right.
Because there's a lot of things your senses pick up.
I'll say you are a tool in itself.
You call me a tool?
Yes.
Okay. Paranormal cuck.
I mean, pull up the cuck chair, boys.
You know what? Everybody that's an investigator, wouldn't they be considered a cuck for the paranormal?
Well, I mean, it just depends.
Sitting there watching.
Yeah, but that's not what that means.
I know. But
so
I'm just saying. I'm saying, kinda.
Kinda, not really. If you want to get really involved, I mean, maybe. Whoa, but
I'm gonna make a shirt, paranormal cuck.
That'd be hilarious.
That
paranormal. Would be whole cuck paranormal. Oh, that's fantastic.
We just sit around, watch each other.
I mean, that's what we do. Can you make this antenna go off? Anyways, oh my god, you made my EMP spike. You made my EMP spike. Wow.
You want to be my boo buddy?
Exactly. Want to light up my cat balls? Anyways, hey. That's horrible. Oh my gosh. But yeah, you gotta make it fun, guys. You really do. And that's okay to be on the fence emotionally. It really is. Like there's been plenty of times, and I've talked to Dave about this too. There's been plenty of times that I've had stuff happen when I was a kid, and then later on in life, I check back and I'm like, did I really witness that? Did I really see that or experience that, or was that my mind? Like, you really question yourself when you witness things. Now, if you've never witnessed anything, that's okay. That's totally fine. Not everyone's going to witness something, but it's totally okay to question things. That's kind of the point. That's what we're doing. We are questioning the normal.
One of the things I wanted to start doing again and incorporating into any of the videos I drop is
paranormal fans. Yeah, well, I mean the cuck paranormal. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Get somebody dressed up in sheets and
like. I'm trying to figure out a better way to utilize the EDI plus.
Yes.
Because like there's no time signatures on the EDI plus readouts. It just gives you like how many seconds and minutes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you an actual time.
Yep.
So like I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it, and so far I'm syncing it up to a digital recorder. But
Lori,
what's up, Lori?
So happy you're here. Thanks for being here.
But I'm
better late than never. Gosh. Right? Anyways, yeah, but no, for sure. I hear you. Like trying to maybe record it on video and sync it at the same time. Maybe is that how you're doing?
Yeah. So like at the aviation museum, I set it up and I put like my GoPro on it to see if it would. My GoPro's jacked up now. Like I don't know what happened to it. It's old.
Yeah, aren't we all? Anyways,
but I want to start showing the data on the episodes, on the videos. I think that's something that nobody wants to do.
But nobody does it.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing it.
Yeah, it's not that I mean, it's not that nobody wants to do it, just nobody does it.
I think part of that is nobody wants to do it. It's like using a digital recorder on an investigation.
Who wants to actually show science?
Nobody wants to review that stuff.
That's true.
Because they want to try to hurry up and get their video out.
Exactly. Or hey, we got to go to this session. We had the most popular thing in this session, and they just completely miss all the other audio that they could have had.
Yeah. There's so much, like, if they had ran a recorder the entire time, a lot of these people are filming for 2 hours.
Yes.
Like they probably have had captured some badass evidence. I still think EVPs are awesome. Yes. I love EVPs.
Same.
I don't love when they're filtered, and I don't love when people try to bring up this and
distort them and echo. Yeah, I do.
And they turn into a robotic sound.
I hate it too.
Yeah. Just leave them in the natural state.
Yeah.
And then put them out. Yeah. But I think that's like a strong piece of evidence. I still do. I'm an audio guy. I love audio. Have I considered going live on Ghost Chatter? You know, I haven't called Connor about that yet. I guess, like, Rican mentioned to me that I don't know if you knew this yet, Charles, but Ghost Chatter now has a feature where you can go live through Ghost Chatter.
Yes. Yeah. Josh Hurd does it.
Yeah. But I guess Connor's paying people to do it now, or
really
people are getting.
Yeah, there is a money. I don't want to say payment plan and speak out of terms, but there is some sort of money structure with it now. Like that app's come a long way. Connor's done a lot, with it, and I'm very proud of him. Two, impressed. Like he's had such a vision for this app for a while now, and I'm so glad that he's stuck to his guns and is seeing this thing through, because I think it's really going to help. I really do.
He's gone through some shit trying to get this thing done. Yeah, and the only reason I haven't really been on top of it, because like I know, like I was one of the first people to use it for testing.
Yeah, for the solo Estes sessions, right?
Yeah, before it even came out. And I know, like, Connor has to pay kind of like a I can't think of what it's called. Almost like a
monthly
server
fee. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a monthly fee.
Yeah.
For the server. So like he's got to pay for the app, so that's why he charges for the app.
Yeah.
That helps cover the monthly fees he's got to pay.
Yeah. Regan, I hope it goes really well for you. Says he's going to attempt to go live tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope it goes
Regan,
well.
If you want to, are you going to do it on your YouTube or what? So if you want, you can put a link down to the page wherever you want to stream that from. Put a link in the chat there. You're more than welcome to.
Well, I'm wondering if it generates a stream like link, and that because like I said, I've definitely seen it where Josh, like, I'll be scrolling through Facebook and then boom, there's his live stream and it's from the app itself. Yeah. So now is every app
Streamlabs is connected to the YouTube? Yeah.
Yes. Now, is every app perfect? No, but that's okay. I'm still glad what this app can do and the future vision of where it's going.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm still wanting to do like the paranormal road trip later this year.
Nice.
And if I do it, like each location, I will stream for an hour or so at each location while I'm out there. But it's just, making sure I get the funds together for that.
Yeah.
A lot of things I want to do, but
tell me about it, brother. I understand. I'm trying to get a trip lined up here probably in September. I want to go down to, as I told you, Branson and stuff. And Crescent, I definitely want to go to Crescent, but
I know it's still up in the air. We're still gonna do the Crescent at some point.
Yes,
get a few guys together, go to the Crescent, and have a weekend.
100%. And I think the thing is about getting people together is if we do two, we'd have to do 2 people in one room and 2 people in one room kind of thing, because split it up. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I could talk to Mitch about it too. I think he'd be fine, but he would just have to bring his earplugs because he doesn't do well with sleeping with others in the same room. He's a light sleeper. Anyways. Yeah. But so no, I completely get it. Especially with getting this bike, I've got to cut back on some funds as well. It's just one of those things. And so, I didn't go to Planet Comic-Con in Kansas City because it's too dang expensive and I can put my money towards other things. So try to test. The Chatter player refunded my Premiere. I think it's because I tried dual on Chatter and YouTube. I don't have 1K on YouTube, so something glitched. Oh yeah, because you have to have. Don't you have monetization? Yes, yeah, that's what it was. Okay, that makes total sense. Talk to Connor about it. Okay, cool. And at least he's engaging. He didn't just, hey, here's an app and good luck. Like, he actually talks to people about stuff. So that's huge.
But as far as the debunkers go and this community, like they're for, I don't know what, a 4 or 5 month stretch. There's just so much drama.
Toxicity was off the chain
between some investigators, some people in the paranormal field, and some debunkers, and
it's like y'all clearly got nothing better to do with your lives, but okay.
I was glad to see it all like come to an end, sort of. Now
it's because it was all free content. It was free content for the debunkers to go off of. It's just is what it is, which is fine. It's whatever. Yeah, exactly. It's their opinions. I get it.
And
get it.
It goes back to the, when people are like using copyright strikes and trademark infringement and all that shit. Like to take down my page, but then like with like say Side Eye Guy, recently he's covered this Doris lady or whatever, who's kind of been faking a bunch of shit, like talking to people's dead relatives and the people are still around.
Yeah, like, I got you. Just like the old like olden days of old seance days where they're talking to dead relatives and it's not actually doing that.
Well, her daughter or somebody is like, they're doing the Estes session right behind her.
Oh,
yeah. And what I've said, like the last KC Paracon, I made a big point of it, of saying I'm tired of watching these videos where people are doing this Estes session and sitting in the same damn room, like 10 feet away, just going, "Are you Aunt Mary? Yeah. Are you from here?" It's like they can hear you. I don't care if they say it's noise canceling headphones. They can
I don't either.
Hear you.
Like Miss Cleo. I don't know who Miss Cleo is.
Calling me now, darling.
I don't know who that is.
That's Miss Cleo. She was in the 90s. She was like this the phone line. You could call the phone line and get a psychic reading from Miss Cleo.
One of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I will say there is definitely a market out there. Definitely. There is a market out there for debunkers to debunk and talk about things that, they're going to do what they want to do and make money off of it. Great. I have no issues with people debunking.
It's like a reaction channel.
Exactly. I have no problem with people debunking and putting things out there. When you start attacking people and their character, that's where I have issues. But that's just me. That's my opinion.
And and it's again, like it goes both ways on
it does.
Debunkers, and like the way you react and respond to the debunkers is going to depend on, or is going to cause like them to react and behave a certain way as well. So like and I know some of these debunkers are trying to keep it out of the realm out of the realm of being like illegal, like defamation and shit like that.
Yes.
But like, you have to consider that pretty much everything that they're talking about is just their opinion. It doesn't mean it's straight up fact.
They're thinking of everything possible of why this could be fake, which I do the same thing when someone presents evidence that I wasn't there to witness, or I say evidence. When someone presents something to me that they want to get an opinion on, I do the exact same thing. The first thing I think of is, how could this be fake? Like a buddy of mine, he sent me a clip of this guy going down the staircase, saw the build of the shadow of the guy, and then there was this shadow figure that walked down the staircase after him. And I'm like, to me, in my eyes, he was very convinced of this video. I saw this and I'm like, this shadow and this guy have the exact same build shadow-wise. The exact same build. And I pointed that out to him and he was just like, oh man, yeah, I can totally see it. They look the same. Dang, that was a good video that got me. I'm like, you have to think of everything possible that could be, like, what could this be, essentially? And that's what I do.
I've stopped looking at people's evidence, unless I'm watching a show or something. It's like, okay, whatever. But like, people's bringing me evidence, sending me evidence and stuff like that. I stopped looking at that, guys. I was still getting messages on my Facebook, people sending me pictures and shit. And I'm like, guys, I wasn't there. I don't know the conditions. I don't know the layout. I don't know what was going on.
Exactly.
I don't know who was there. It's your experience caught on photo.
Yes. Now, the more I get to know somebody, and if they present something to me that's like I understand their debunking skills as an investigator, the more I tend to maybe believe something. It just it is what it is. But so emotionally made a good point. You know, he says that exactly. It said that I think there's psychic mediums out there, but I don't think there's that many who are legit. Completely agree. 100%. This thing, like the whole medium or psychic thing, has been going on for a long time. And do I think there are people out there that can legit tap into abilities and do certain things? 100%. Now, it's funny because I was actually having a conversation with my friend about this, where it's like, when are we going to start holding those people accountable, kind of in a sense, and calling that stuff out, and not just everything is true, everything they say is gospel. Like, I can't stand it when you're investigating and you're investigating with people, even on events. You're investigating, dude. When you're investigating, and then you have someone who claims to be psychic, and then they start talking about some stuff without actual proof to back that stuff up, and then they run the entire investigation off of what they said. That just ruins the entire investigation.
Absolutely. And then when you get like multiple psychics
and feed off each other.
Oh, or if they're conflicting, like they're
that's true. Yeah.
That's just hilarious to me.
YouTube chat's the same. There's a man back there. Well, really?
Oh, I see a child.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it a man child?
Whoa. Weird. But I just,
I think you and I both said it like on our podcast a lot is the same, thing is like, we know a lot of people who claim to be psychic, but like I can count on one hand how many of them I believe have abilities.
Yes. 100%. 100%. And I love those people to death. Do I want to bring them down or critique them in some way? No, not really, because I value their friendships.
Oh yeah. Yeah, getting to know your equipment's a huge thing.
Yes.
And I don't think people really practice that very much.
Larry talking to himself at McIntyre.
Yeah.
That's still going to be one of my favorites.
But like, just getting to know your equipment, how it sounds whenever you do certain things, like especially rubbing it. If you're holding it,
oh my gosh, dude!
Slightly twitch your finger, make a sound on the recorder.
Put it down. Put it down. Because then, if you do hear something, you will eliminate the chance of, I was holding it.
Yeah. I don't know why I would just flash like this thought just flashed in my head. You like tell me to just put it down. I'm like, stupid recorder. You don't know anything.
Right? Just really put it down. Really put those spirits down. Yeah. 100%. Oh my gosh. That's great. Or, launch it down a chimney. Really putting it down.
Oh God.
Good times. And that thing still works today. But
so let me ask you this. What kind of changes do you want to see in the paranormal field? Like where do you think things should go? Like,
okay. In the paranormal field, my opinions, everybody, it's my opinion.
Just his opinion.
It's not, it's not gospel, it's not fact, whatever. I don't care. I would love to see more data, whatever you want to say. I'd love to see more logging of actual things happening. Most of the investigations that I've really gone on have been more events wise. So it's not really structured investigations. I would prefer to see more of a structure to investigations than just hey, let's go here and see if we get something.
Yeah.
Let's go into it knowing like, okay, at this time and this time we're going to be here, at this time and this time we're going to be here, and not just wandering around places. Because when you wander around, you're going to contaminate other people's audio or video. You're going to just contaminate the session by chance. It happens. It really does. And that's fine. It's no big deal. But I definitely like more structured. Now, if I'm just with some friends, like if it's just you and me and we're together and we're just walking around, checking the place out, that's completely different. That's not necessarily investigating. We're just walking around, exploring, seeing what we can find. Hey, if something weird happens, okay, great. But, but I definitely wish that there would be more structure. Now, for some people, that's boring. I get it. You don't want that. I understand. You want to stick to your fancy bells and whistles in different colors.
I do what I want.
Exactly. And that's fine. It's okay. I don't like, I'm not going to put somebody down for their preference of what they want to consume as far as investigate or what they want to do on investigations. I just know I have my preference where like, hey, when you're asking questions, maybe you should slow down the time between questions.
Yeah.
To give the ghost a chance to answer. You can't expect him to answer like that. Like,
yeah, like 5 questions later, it answers the
right. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah,
exactly. That don't make sense. That was just somebody saying something. Throw it out. It's not
oh, you remember 2 questions ago when you said this, and now it said this that correlates with what you. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like, weird. Yeah, that's where I. What about you? Where do you think? What would you like to see?
Well, I mean, along those lines, you know, this is something that happened. I kind of felt bad, but I didn't. At the aviation museum, the 2 people that were there to stay there with me overnight while I was investigating, like after the podcast, I guess they wanted to investigate with me. They thought they were going to investigate. Like I was there to investigate by myself. But they thought that they were going to investigate with me.
They wanted to tag team, eh?
And it's like if I'm going alone, I want to be alone. When I investigate, when it comes to structure, like if I have an idea of something I want to do or a goal that I want to do in my investigation, leave me the hell alone. Let me do it.
Like I like to do things by myself.
Well, so like I had experiments that I wanted to try.
Yeah, exactly.
Certain things I wanted to try, but I can't do that if I'm having to,
babysit.
Chaperone.
Well, that works too.
Like I can't do that if other people are with me and wanting to do their thing. And it's like, well, you guys are going to fuck up my thing. And like, you see? So
yeah, I get it. I do.
So, I mean, like I did kind of break down and I was like, okay, I'll tell you, I told them you guys can investigate with me for like an hour or something. Well, I'm going to do a live stream for Patreon. And I did live stream with them. And we did that for like an hour. And then I got into my investigation and they stayed away from me on the first floor away. And I just went throughout the building.
Yeah.
Did my thing. Didn't get to do all the experiments I wanted to because I was running out of time. So
how do you feel about campouts?
What do you mean?
Like camping out at a haunted location? You think that's fine?
I guess.
Cool. I'm just curious.
Depends on the location, I guess.
That's fair.
If it's in the middle of town, no.
Well, right. Oh my God, there's a truck driving by. Whoa.
Yeah. But I mean, like if it's, like Emmaus Village does their campouts.
Yeah.
I know Denise Pridemore did some campouts. The one up in St. Louis, that mansion.
In St. Louis? Oh, McPike, right?
McPike, yeah.
McPike I like the McPike camp. Yeah, I like the McPike campouts. That was my early exposure to campouts, and then I did a graveyard, and it was great.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't camp out in a graveyard. I personally feel it a little disrespectful to.
It wasn't. We weren't actually in the graveyard. We were right next to. Next to it.
This fire next to this headstone is really illuminating.
Well, we weren't on people's graves. Like we do have respect for the dead. My gosh, dude. Jeez.
It's just what you think about when you hear it.
Oh yeah, we laid on someone's tomb. It's fine. Yeah.
Great. It started raining, so we just crawled into this.
Well, okay. What about mausoleums? You get a cot and you put a cot inside of a mausoleum. Is that disrespectful?
Only if you start a fire.
Well, that's different. That's ooh.
Or if you go in there and you know.
Yeah, well, that's people that do that. We all know people who do that.
Yeah,
it's a thrill seek. It's a rush.
Yes,
that's the OnlyFans. That's where you're a cuck. The ghost of the cucks at that point.
That's the ghost cuck.
Yeah, that's the ghost cuck. It's the ghost that's the actual cuck.
Body, put it on that body, and
my God.
Are you Grave Robinson? No.
Well, I'm robbing something. Different in here. I'm digging for sure. Hey.
What do you got cameras set up? Mind your own business.
Trying to make some money. Oh, man.
OnlyFans, baby.
I agree. And yes, emotionally, I completely agree.
The rigor mortis tightens it up. I'm sorry.
No, whoa. People go to jail for that sort of thing. I'm just saying.
What are you talking about?
I was talking about ghosts, not actual what
necrofancy.
I don't even know what that is, but okay. I know what necro is, but yeah. Ew. Gross. But I do agree with him though. The graveyards are very peaceful. It's like they're quiet. It's really nice. It's great if there's no cities around. It's great for stargazing as well.
Oh, absolutely. I love, I don't
Country
like investigating
graveyards.
outdoors.
Yeah.
But I do like going to cemeteries.
Yeah. Same.
Specific ones. I don't like going to just any cemetery. It has to have it for me.
No, it's gotta be just right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gotta make me hot.
It's gotta really, really do it for you.
Oh yeah. No, Steve.
Gotta have 1800s headstones that are barely readable. Yeah.
Those one headstones that are like big old dildos.
Wow, you would find something phallic out of that. You perv.
Sit on it.
Oh, God, that's excessive. There's children in that graveyard. There's children in that graveyard. What's wrong with you?
They polished this one.
Oh, that's. I wouldn't say that's polished. Yeah, exactly. If you want to know how Boogeyman Radio goes, that's a taste of it right there for you folks. Good times. But no, I do think that, there is going to be a shift coming in the paranormal field. What that is, but hopefully it's for the better. Hopefully.
Why certain ones have an aesthetic. Some of them are overgrown. Some depending on the plants that are out there, like they attract certain bugs. If there's some that are by farmland that
they're not upkept. Yeah, exactly. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh. There was one that Koopsuk and I went to that just, you have to go on someone, like it was their private drive to get to this public cemetery, but there was just cow dung everywhere. And I was like, well, I'm not getting out of the car.
I like to eliminate any noises and stuff that I can. Yeah. So if I go to a cemetery that's got cattle off to the adjacent field or, so grown up, you got so many bugs and shit. Oh yeah. It ruins it for me. So,
it does. But there's some really cool ones with great view. Like if they're on top of a hill looking over, that's just,
you can see the
chef's kiss. Just chef's kiss. Yeah. That's what really does it for me is the aesthetic. Oh my gosh. Give me the spooky, bro. I wish I could live somewhere where it would skip summer and just go straight from spring to fall. I'm so done with summer personally. Right. And we haven't even hit peak summer yet. We haven't even hit summer, honestly. We're still kind of in spring. Exactly. Dude, I've been getting so much Halloween fall stuff on my videos that I come across. I'm just like, that's the vibe I want. Oh gosh, dude. Well, AI's getting crazy. Like it's showing you it's showing me memory, classroom, aesthetics of what Halloween was back when I was in school and stuff. And it's dude, it's scratching such an itch that I haven't felt and seen in so long that it's just this is really helping my ADHD. It's just, this is really helping me out.
There was a couple pages I used to follow that they would post the old, 1970s and 1980s costumes with the plastic masks.
Yes. It'd have that certain stale smell. Yeah. 100%.
I would see all those and I'm like, damn. I think about old photos that my mom has of old Halloweens and stuff like that. I'm like that.
Same.
And then it gets me thinking about White Zombie and
I have fond memories of when I was a kid of certain things. We have some still photos, but I really wish that my family had video at that point. But there was definitely a specific point in time where we switched from still photos to just video and the cassette tapes and stuff like that. And man, I wish I would have still had videos from those times as a kid, but that's okay.
Yeah, the cemeteries in South America are pretty wild.
I would say they're right up there with the ones in Louisiana and New Orleans.
I just want to go to Salem.
Dude, same. Oh my gosh. I just want to go to the Northeast in the fall.
Yes.
Do a trip in the fall in the Northeast.
Trip. Is that Northeast? I have places up there that I could forever.
Go. I will hate you forever.
I have places I could go.
Yeah.
I just don't have the money to get there.
It's expensive. I guarantee you fall up. I mean, I actually went to Pennsylvania here like maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and the countryside is just gorgeous. It is like I don't know. It's so hard to explain, but you really get the sense of that colonial, like pasture acreage field, which is way different. Oh yeah, which is way different than Missouri, right? Like it's so different, or Kansas, or anybody around here. The fields are vast, empty, and it's just I don't know. It's something different, and there's the trees are completely different. Like oh man, it's an aesthetic that I want to check out.
If you've been to a few river towns, some of the towns along the Mississippi.
Yeah.
And there's some of these places that the old architecture, the old woodwork in some of these river towns are so like almost not necessarily Gothic, but it almost has that Gothic feel.
Yeah. Hannibal, Missouri. I want to go there so bad. I want to go.
Fort Madison's one for me.
Yeah.
Fort Madison, Iowa. There's a lot of river towns that have like some amazing architecture, but Hannibal would be awesome to just like spend a week and
I want to go
several different buildings.
I want to go so bad. I can't stand it. I've never been, and it's honestly, I think it's not a far drive from Kansas City. I know that much, but
no. Question for both of us: how you feel about the paranormal? Do you want burial, cremation, or something else for yourselves?
Do you have an answer? I know mine.
I want to be taxidermied and set up
with a beer in your hand.
Yeah,
kind of like this
in the corner of the bar, so everybody can cheers me. No.
Man, what a day!
Put me out during Halloween, so I can.
There you go. Yeah, that would be perfect.
I have no preference. I guess like for money options, like cremation's cheaper, but like it is what it is. I know people like to have this ceremonial burial and do the whole spiel there, but like, I mean, at the end, it's not really my call.
Just take me out to a pasture like Old Yeller and get her done with.
I've also
I'm kidding.
I told my brother this that if I passed away before he did, he could always bury me on his property. That way he can claim it as a cemetery and not have to pay property tax.
There you go. It's a good idea. It's a very good idea.
Yeah.
But the problem is if that property doesn't, like, if it's no longer under your brother in the future, someone might be digging up a grave and then think your brother's a murderer.
And I get to haunt somebody. Win-win.
That's true. Good point. For me, I would probably just have a burial like normal. I would do that whole thing. Religious values. That's all.
Yeah.
It's nothing super crazy.
Up at the end of a car wash.
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. You're gonna be Benny like from Halloween Town. You're gonna be driving taxis till you die. Except it's gonna be people's food for. Anyways,
I want people to eat me.
Yeah. Well, no, that's if you've never seen that, you probably didn't get the joke, which is fine.
Mortis it tightens up, but
yeah. Anybody signs, they'll pay for your cremation. There you go.
Interesting.
Or, you donate your body to science and become the next Frankenstein. All it takes is one body. Just takes one.
Let's try to get somebody else's consciousness into my head.
Well,
good
luck with that. Yeah, good luck with that. This isn't... Never mind, I'm not going to say that. This isn't my... Anyways.
What the fuck?
Wait, why do I only have one? What the? Anyways, or the next Big Mac. That's true. That's true.
Why there's so much bush?
Oh man! Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, again, this is what it's like.
Oh yeah.
Well, what do you guys think? Where do you think the paranormal's going?
There was something you and I had talked about a while back, and we kind of do it every now and then. We do talk about like equipment and shit. And,
yeah.
We were talking about. I was telling you about an experiment that I was bringing up to KD.
Yes.
Sound potentially a new device, and we got to talking about it. We're like, nowadays everybody relies on the lights and sounds and stuff. And
all the bells and whistles.
People are always like reinventing the EMF detector.
That's so true. You see so many different EMF detectors. I'm waiting for that negative ion detector to come out and hit the markets, but
like,
that's just me.
But like, everybody's always just rehashing the same thing over and over, just in a different design.
Yeah.
But nobody's attacking audio, like frequencies and, and things like that.
They're not messing around with frequency, audio, and stuff. I mean, I know some people. We had friends that were messing with like crystals and frequency of energy and frequency output and generation of crystals and stuff like that. Which there is something to it.
There are some, like you look at the ITC field, like there are some people that are doing legitimate attempts at creating new devices that will operate or change on frequencies and things like that. And I just wish there was more of that. There was more emphasis on audio. I think that's going to be the key. We're looking to make communication. Why are we videoing a cat ball lighting up?
Right. Light up if for yes and light up for no. What?
Or just tell me yes or no, and I'll record your voice.
Yes. Now, I can understand. Go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know what you would believe more, honestly.
Right. I don't know. I can understand the whole, okay, personally, I know I mentioned the bell before. I don't fully understand the science behind the bell, personally. So I have a hard time believing it sometimes. But I will say, if someone specifically says, hey, ring the bell twice for yes, ring the bell once for no, and it does that on command, okay, there might be something there. Okay, cool. But again, I don't fully understand it. Exactly. It has to be consistent. If you can get that repeated, yes.
But it's got to have a level of it.
Absolutely. 100%. It has to go off the prompt of what you're asking. Mm-hmm. That's it. What you're asking is almost just as important as the answer they're giving you back.
Now, another aspect of it I would like to see kind of attacked more is in regard to shadow figures.
Yes.
Like there's Robert Veach created something it's hard to explain. But
there's so many different spectrums that we can't see.
So there's this setup that Robert Veach did where you disturb the environment, you put this particular camera on it, and you would be able to see shadows.
Oh, cool.
In video, like passing it or going through it or whatever. I will have to find that video to show you, but Robert Veach is one of those guys. He's kind of disappeared, but he hasn't. But I guess
he's not one of those scientists. Gosh.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Those disappearing / killed scientists.
Like on YouTube, he used to put his stuff on YouTube, but now all he does is review products. But
I feel like people don't want to try new things and like legit new things.
I want to say last time he did anything was like on wasn't Ghost Adventures. I don't think it was like
when I say legit new things, I'm not saying things that have been proven to work. What I mean is I'm tired of the same tech over and over and over and over, the same EMFs, the same everything. Try something different. Just try.
I want to see if I can.
That's the whole point of science. Just try. But yeah, sure.
I'm going to see if I can see if I can find his video real quick because it's so fascinating. Some of the things he was doing, this is like 10, 12 years ago. And nobody's doing this stuff now. Nobody's doing anything like this.
So Rican just put, my goodie bag is only dowsing rods, tuning forks, singing bowl, clear quartz, and the tiniest bronze bell. I like it. You're doing different stuff. I like it.
That's something I'd love to see come back is like people using bells, put them on doors.
Yes. And stuff. That's OG, man. That's so good. Like, let's sprinkle some salt.
Well,
I know.
That's depending on
different.
The place.
Right.
Yeah.
There's people today in recording. Some people prefer the the audio tapes over at like the digital recorders. So I get it. There is some validity to the old school methods.
Yeah.
I just wish people would use them. Mix it up a bit.
Trying to find. I found his channel. I'm looking for his video.
No one you know approves. What? Okay. No, I just what Rican said that I'm guessing, or I'm putting two and two together, is no one they know approves of what their goodie bag is as far as using dowsing rods, tuning forks, singing bowl, clear quartz, and the tiniest bronze bell. I don't see what's wrong with that.
Like, people don't approve of what they're using.
Yeah, exactly. Which is just stupid. But that's just me.
My kid's sitting here staring at me.
Oh, is she awake now? Am I being too loud? Sorry.
No, she's been playing on her tablet and stuff.
Oh, I didn't know if she was possessed and started head spinning or something.
Are you good? Yeah. Okay.
Freak out for a second?
No. She's
okay.
Being her, being weird, being my kid.
Well, that sounds like your kid. Yeah. You're a budget hunter. Hey, I completely understand. Right now, I'm rocking an EDI meter, a recorder, and a RIM pod that was not a normal RIM pod, made by somebody else, so it's definitely significantly cheaper. And I'm okay with that. I feel like I really don't need a ton to be happy. Oh yeah, and I got my microcom as well. Yeah, but I rarely use that. I need to change the battery, honestly.
I can't find this freaking dish thing that he built.
How dare you?
Photos.
Is it kind of like a parabolic dish kind of thing?
No, well,
okay. Because I had an idea of like enhancing audio, something like that, but like different audio waves, not just the normal what we hear.
Right. This was a so it involved like a mirror that was kind of shaped like a dish.
Okay.
And use like a heat source to disturb and disrupt the atmosphere in front of the mirror, and record in a certain spectrum, and like it was really interesting.
Okay, I have to look at it sometime. Yeah,
I'll send it to you
for sure. No, that'd be great.
But yeah, you know, if the equipment in the paranormal field would advance in a way that was, I don't know, an advancement and not just a reoccurrence,
yeah,
I think we could be better off. So only certain devices I think could be tweaked a little bit, like the EDI. Well, they don't make the EDI anymore, but there's a data logger that Ghost Stops makes now.
True.
But like, if they just put like a timestamp on that damn thing.
Well, you know, and I
so much better.
On the other coin, I will say on the other side, there is times where new tech comes out and we are highly skeptical of it because we haven't seen it, for one, produce any results, or two, we don't understand how it works. Right. That's just how it is. So we're going to be skeptical of anything that's really new, you know, what have you, which is fine. But if people can use it and get it to work and have the basic understanding,
right,
and just test things out, go for it. Like for me, I was it's not new, but I was super skeptical of the DR60. Still am. But yeah, I've definitely heard some crazy audios come across that thing that I cannot explain how they got there.
Yeah. And the level of continuity with the situation or location.
Yeah.
Like, that's interesting to me.
Putting inside of an enclosed glass case where the only sounds you hear is me and the other person in the room, but we're muffled because it's inside of a glass case, so it doesn't sound like normal audio. Like, yeah, wild. What I recommend, Rican, if you can, since you like dowsing rods, see if you can find like dowsing rod holders that removes the human element, because I know a lot of people are skeptical of dowsing rods because of the human element of, like, you know, just possible twitches, shaking, what have you. Not saying that's what you do. Just, I know that's what people usually go to. Well, you know what I'm saying. People go to that first, right? So if you can figure out how to use the dowsing rods without you holding them, like have something else hold them that wouldn't move, that would help out a lot.
Yeah, just get like you could get like a stand for a cymbal from a drum set.
Oh yeah.
And then there's a clamp for drums that clamps onto the symbol, and you can add other symbols and stuff.
Yeah.
But the spots where those other symbols go in, you can use those as clamps to hold your dowsing rods. So there's that.
Absolutely.
But like, I do, in some forms and fashions, I do wish people could go back to earlier methods that, you know, like I would love to just sprinkle a bunch of flour and shit on the floor if there's footsteps.
Oh my god!
But realistically, you can't do that throughout an entire location. So
well, okay, so
here's have to clean it up.
Here's one for you that people don't really do anymore. I don't see people do it that much. Photo photography.
I do.
But I mean actual photo photography. The last person I think I remember actually taking real photos.
Spurrier.
Yep. I love that he does that.
What's great about it is he tries different cameras.
Yes.
And it's not all like new age digital stuff. It's like he uses old school cameras, like whether it's Polaroids or, you know, some that store on memory cards or, you know, some that go on to film, and he uses it all. And I think that's awesome too.
There's something about that instant light exposure that it somehow you can see some things that weren't there before. Like I've caught some weird things on digital recorder before that I can't explain. It is what it is. Or digital camcorder.
Yeah. And that's what I'm limited to is my cell phone.
Yeah.
And, you know, modern cell phones now, you can go into the setting and go switch it to pro mode.
Yeah.
And you can set your settings on there.
I love that you can do that. Yeah, I love that you can do that. You can take those long night shots to where it really hones in on the little light sources and it really blows it up. I love that.
And a little tip for anybody that wants to do that on their investigations using their phone, like especially if you have a clicker, like a pen tool that has the button, put your cell phone on a tripod. Don't hold it and do a long exposure. Same with a regular camera. Don't put it on don't hold it and try to take the picture. Put it on a tripod, because even the slightest movement from you, and you won't even notice the movement from you, but you'll see it end up in your photos, because your photos will get blurry. There'll be streaks. And you know, when people submit evidence and it's a blurry photo, that's why people say your aperture was open long.
Yep.
Because you were probably holding the camera. You probably took the picture, and it was probably like a 15-second, 30-second aperture opening. That slightest movement, you created something disturbed in the photo. Yep. So use tripods.
100%. I agree. Steadiness is the key.
Yes.
And that's where I was going with the dowsing rods. Exactly. If you can eliminate the human element of that, that to me validates it even more. Which is the whole point of when we're using technology that senses EMF. When you remove anything that we use that gives off EMF, you're giving it more validation.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I've seen walkie-talkies set off REM pods. I've seen them set off K2 meters. Like, I try not to use walkie-talkies anymore because of that stuff.
Like, I get it if you're in a big location.
We got cell phones now. Meters. Yeah, well, if you are, keep it controlled and be like, okay, no contact between this time and this time, unless it's an emergency.
Yeah, cell phones will still set them off too.
Turn them off. Just turn them off.
Then you have no communication.
Well, then if it's just you, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I mean, even on airplane mode, do you think it sets them off? I don't think it does. I've never
had any issue with it.
Yeah, so put that thing on airplane mode, put it as far away from the tech as possible, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Personally.
And if you're taking pictures on an investigation, just put your cell phone in airplane mode and take your pictures. It doesn't need network to do that.
Exactly. You don't need the internet to take pictures.
I think outside of like certain apps, I think the apps are going to they started dying down. Because everybody's like, oh, fuck these apps. They're all for entertainment purposes only. Like, everybody knows that now. Yes. Should know that. I just hate the fact that everybody... should. I hate the fact that a lot of people, I'm not going to say everybody, there's a lot of people out there still that still hinge on that for
you know who you are.
Yes.
Entertainment, remember, Dave, it's entertainment. It's not actual investigating.
Yes.
Did I say that out loud? Oh gosh.
Spell it out for people.
Well, and don't get me wrong, I understand that some people, they do believe they're they do believe they're investigating, they're asking questions, they're trying to get things to go off. I get that.
Yeah,
I get that. But when you base your entire investigation, it's the same thing with psychics. When you base your entire investigation off of an app that spits out a word that you cannot prove, that has no correlation to the site at all, I'm not going to believe it.
And I don't want to like say I'm shitting on people that have never investigated before and they just like grab this app because they were curious. But there's like people that have been investigating for a couple of years and they're grabbing these apps and they're like, Spirit Talker said this.
Yeah. So? No, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm right there with you. I get it.
And I mean, you could probably compare it to like using like microcoms or Spirit, the SB7 or something like that. But here's where it doesn't compare. It's randomed.
Right.
The stuff that comes out of those is random.
Right.
And whereas these apps and stuff all have a bank of words.
Well, not all of them.
And here's a kicker. If you have your phone off of airplane mode and you're on a network, your phone's tracking you.
Yeah.
It's always tracking you. It always does. So if you're using these apps and it's tracking you, then it knows you're at such and such location. So it's going to spit out such and such word.
Yeah.
Entertainment only, guys.
Right. And to kind of piggyback off of what Rican says too, for them, using the dowsing rods works with their own energy. They can feel it. If they don't feel the vibration, then the dowsing rods won't move. It's really neat, the sensation, and that's what works for you. That's good. I will say you're gonna having the human element in that, because just like psychics and mediums, there have been just too many fakers in the past that just ruin it for everybody else.
Yes.
So that's why I say removing that human element. If you can get them to move, then that would be wild.
Now I will say, and this isn't to curb anybody from doing like YouTube or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of the best way to put this.
He's really thinking, guys.
If you're going to submit something as evidence of a haunting or of the paranormal, you better be ready for people
criticism.
Yeah, you better be ready for criticism. But if you're doing it for your own experiences, then don't worry what people have to say about it.
Exactly. If you're trying to be like, oh my God, I'm gonna become famous because I got the best video or audio in the world, you're gonna get criticism. I mean,
it's with Dows. Like, look at.
Oh, okay.
Dowsing rods are a good example.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. But if you're doing it like people, I felt like I felt this move kind of thing. But then there's some people that may take that and say, well, how do we know you didn't make it move? Yeah. With your vibration or your feeling, right?
Yeah.
Like, what is it? The age old thing where it's like when you have the pendulum, people can make it turn and twist on a dime, switch directions. Mm-hmm. Like, how do you know you're not the one affecting that pendulum or that dowsing rod moving with what you're thinking of?
Yeah. And that's just exactly it. Like,
well, as you know, light knows when it's being observed. Energy knows when it's being observed.
Yeah.
So if inanimate objects, if things can know when it's being observed, just saying.
So, well, I'm just, with dowsing rods, when people have them cross and stuff, like, you can't actually submit that as evidence. Like, that's not something that's an evidential basis, but it is a belief.
Yeah.
If you believe the spirits did it, that's your belief, that's your experience. Take it as that. Like, you can't go to like a researcher and say, look at this evidence.
Now, if you had an audio recording going at the same time and ask, was that you that crossed the dowsing rods? And you hear a yes in the background.
Yeah. you
that
compile evidence.
backs it up.
That's how science works. You compile the evidence. But
Exactly.
if you're doing, using certain tools, and like I said, I'm not saying all this to shit on anybody, because your belief is your belief.
Yeah.
You do what you want to. It's your experience, not mine.
Rican, so, I like the way you investigate.
My goal in investigating is to experience, not prove. Very nice.
That's what I. Yeah. That's all I want anymore is I want to experience it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I want my experiences.
Mm-hmm.
My YouTube channel, guys, like,
bro,
it's just my journey.
Yeah, and that's important. 100%. That's content. That's your journey, and you feel like it's best to post that out there. I crave, and I mean I crave, the feelings that I had of witnessing unexplained events when I was a kid. I crave those feelings, but they don't happen anymore. Like I don't know if it's because I got older and my mind's different now, and I'm not as susceptible or open to those kinds of energy frequencies or waves or whatever. But
just wait till you get older.
Yeah, I know, right?
It'll come back.
Oh yeah, fucking senile. It really is. Oh man. But no, I definitely crave those. I mean, you know, I've talked about this for hours, where I crave those feelings, and not even feelings, but that sensation you get when you're like, whoa, I just saw something that I know is not who I just saw, who I think I just saw, so it has to be something else.
Yeah.
Or, man, I just saw a head poking around the corner looking at me and it went away with a flash. What could that have been?
I think, I crave like the experiences I had in the beginning.
True, Rican.
How I felt about that, how I felt about the paranormal, the feeling I got out of it.
Yeah.
I wish I could get that again, but I can't.
Oh, yeah.
The experiences, I get some good experiences.
Mm-hmm.
But there's certain things I know I'll probably never get again.
Yeah.
Seeing the face over Leon's shoulder, which that's somebody I'm going to try to get on the show. Seeing the face over his shoulder, I probably will never experience that again.
You might someday. You never know.
Never know.
Could happen.
But I think the problem is now is like, and I'll even admit this because I feel like it happens to me sometimes, is some of us, like content creators, we get so enveloped in trying to film and do all these different aspects.
Entertain.
Entertain. We don't catch every aspect of what's going on around us.
Yes.
Like if
Rachel, happy to have you here. Sorry.
Hey, Rachel. Let's just say, like, if I go to an investigation and I have it in my head, I've got to get these shots, like this B-roll stuff.
Your mind is preoccupied with other things.
Yeah, and then I got to go get this stuff set up. Like, there's 2 to 3 hours where I'm like rushing around trying to get shit done instead of investigating or paying attention to my surroundings. And it used to be when we rolled up on an investigation as a team, like we all had jobs to do, we would set up the cameras and then we would just get ready.
Yeah.
But when we did that, we were already recording because most of our experiences would happen while we're setting up.
Yep. 100%. So
it's kind of a catch-22. I guess that's the beauty part of having a team. You're not having to pay attention to every little aspect of setting up versus being on a team. But,
yeah, I mean, because with having a team and doing proper investigations, you have a small window. Now, if you book a place out, 2, 3, 4 days, you have a great window.
Oh, yeah.
You have plenty of window to catch things, which is what people don't realize with these shows is they tend to book multiple days because they can afford it, for one. For two, it just makes sense. You're enhancing your chance of experiencing something with having more time spent at a location. The 28 days, is it 28 Days Haunted? I think there's something actually behind that science. The more time you spend at a location, the more they'll do stuff for you.
Mm-hmm. Garnett House is an example.
Yes.
Like, the more you go to that, the more you experience. You build a relationship with not just the place, but with whatever energy's there. It gets comfortable or gets familiar with your energy. So like And there's people that go to places, skeptics mainly, like the hardcore skeptics that won't believe anything. They'll go to a place and not hear a damn word, and then they'll shit on the place because they didn't experience anything. It's like, well, what kind of energy were you putting out? I'm a firm believer in energy.
100%. Your energy absolutely affects what's going on around you. 100%. Like, I will be a firm believer in that, even after death. I'll say even after death, I will believe in that. Because I believe there is such thing as conscious afterlife, but that's just me. I don't think our consciousness actually lives in here. I think it just attaches to it, but that's just me.
We're all tethered.
I mean,
tethered to the coding.
I mean, if you want to, that's what you want to call it. Sure. Yeah.
The Matrix.
I mean, yeah, it's one word, one thing, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it just, I'm trying to read the Rican's comment. 100%. What I don't believe is anything on TikTok, mainly because why is the first instinct to pull out your phone camera? Some people are wired like that. For me, if I'm in the moment and I'm not recording, I experience what's going on, which is why, it's funny you bring that up, because that is a sign of, like, the older we get or the more that time passes, people are spending less time in, like, capturing the moment and living in the moment. Does that make sense? So we're
going to a concert.
Yes, we're now having to rely on more of memory than, I can go look at this photo or video and see my memories back then. I can relive that memory from a photo or a video. We have to rely on our memory because we're forgetting to. We're not even forgetting. We're just not even doing it. We're not capturing the moments anymore, and it's wild. When people pass, like, thankfully, Dave, I know I don't want to say anything too loud. You have certain things in place for when you pass for a certain someone, and you have all your videos on YouTube that they can go watch as well. Mm-hmm. That's a huge thing. But
yeah, I don't mind saying it, but I'll say a little in code because she's right over there.
Right. That's why I didn't want to say anything too loud.
Yeah. So, like, I'm preparing not only for myself but for her. Like, whenever it's my time, she'll have videos of me talking to her. Like, maybe it's her 16th birthday. She pull up a video, and that video will be about that, or her wedding day or something like that. There'll be videos for that. So, she'll always have me in her life talking to her, not just like memories or photos.
Absolutely.
Like videos. So, like, and it's actually kind of hard to make those kind of videos because then you start thinking about, like, that moment.
I think, and I think from, like, I've got to do it. I've got to make a conscious effort to document things more because, I mean, and the sad thing is, in the age of not having disposable photo or, photos that you can go take and print out. Yes, we can do that, but it's seen as more of an inconvenience now when we can just store it in the cloud and it's there. But that tech doesn't last forever. You may have a bunch of photos on your phone that, my phone just died or my phone broke. Now I can't access all those photos. Well, there goes a ton of memories that are just gone.
Yep. That's the worst part. Like, if you're relying on the tech, something could happen, deleted, gone forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
But on the other case, if you're just relying on your memory, dementia, gone forever.
Absolutely. What's White Hill?
White Hill
Manor? Yeah.
White Hill Mansion?
I think so. It's what Ricans have been to White Hill about 5th or 6th time. It's different every time. The worst investigation was when too many people were booked. That's every location. You can't go to Velisco with more than 3 people, 4 people. There's no way. It's
Rob Garcia.
Well, what?
Rob Garcia. Anytime I went to Garnett House when Rob was there, we wouldn't get activity. But once
too many people,
activity would start popping off.
Oh, it's just Rob in general with affecting the area. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Sorry, Rob, if you're watching, but that happened.
I'd love to collaborate with Rob one day. That's kind of one of my goals. That's always actually kind of been a goal in my life. It's just never talked to him about it. But anyways, I think it'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I'm glad that we're bringing this up. And I think this is something that actually needs to be addressed with people in general. Because as, where's it at? Rican said, we're recording memories and not feeling them. things have definitely changed, and I completely agree. Absolutely, we are not feeling them, and when I can go back in my childhood and feel those memories still. That's why when I was saying earlier, I'm having a lot of those Halloween videos. Yeah, I'm having a lot. Well, it's not even. Yes, it's nostalgia, but I can put myself in that moment in time and feel and smell and taste, touch, whatever. And like having those videos come across my feed, like I said, it's been scratching an itch for sure, and it's been really nice. Oh, yeah. Honestly, it almost kind of puts you in touch too with that inner child feeling that you miss every now and then.
So this is something that's just kind of crossing my mind,
Yeah.
I mean, it's crossed my mind a lot, but like you just kind of sparked it again.
You're welcome.
Like nowadays, it's a lot of people aren't so much involved in their team as much as it is they're with a group of people just to take photos.
Involved with a group of people just to take like, oh, proof that I was with these people, kind of thing. So like, what do you mean?
So like, there's paranormal teams out there, people that are together, and
yeah,
all they'll do is take a bunch of photos and just try to be internet famous. Like,
gotcha, clout is what the kids is what the kids call it today is clout.
Yeah, like I was talking about, how it felt in the early days, how the paranormal just felt.
Yeah.
How you go. You
felt like an outcast. Nowadays, you feel included.
Like that. Like it gave you a sense of like, I don't know, this oddity, this spookiness, the energy of it, the vibe. It all got there, but like
name dropping opportunities, 100%.
But like now,
the spookiness is almost gone because you've been a part of it for so long.
Well, for me, yeah, that is I can't get that back. But now it's like, there's people popping up in the paranormal all the time.
Yeah.
And the first thing they go do is, go with a group to a location, and then they take a bunch of photos together. It's all like oh, look at me, we're doing this, hey.
As you know,
enjoy the moment.
I'm not a big photo person, like capturing myself on photo. And it's not because, oh, my soul's being captured. I don't like photos of me. I just don't. So personally, I do understand where you're coming from.
It's like just live in the moment, enjoy the location.
Yeah.
While you're there.
Yeah, I understand hanging out with friends and being together and stuff like that, but like, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I think people like if you haven't seen someone in a while, take a photo. Like, oh yeah, I was with this person. Okay, it's great, like that.
Sure.
You want to share that memory with them for sure. But yeah, but if you're not taking away from the investigation itself, okay.
Yeah,
but if it's like, yeah, if it's for the event, if it's for an event, not an investigation, completely different. But
if you're all there and you're all like posing and trying to do all these really cool things, like, come on, bro.
I will say
maybe I'm just an old guy.
Well, no, that's just part of that hamming it up for the entertainment factor, man. That's just what it is. They're selling. It's not they're selling. Riz, yeah. That aura farming, that aura maxi farming, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Aura farming. But no, to me, like, I kind of like what you were just saying a little bit ago, where it's like when you go to places, like I haven't felt the like, ooh, this is creepy, like that. You know, when you go to locations, it doesn't hit you like some places anymore. Like for me, like I love to have the aesthetic of like fog and lighting mixed in because that's just one of my favorite creepy vibes.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, there's rarely some places that like, and I'll do this. I'll stand outside of like perfect example, right? Think of it this way: you're going home. It's late at night. You're on, like, as a kid, you're a kid. You're on a bicycle. You're going home, and you get past that cul-de-sac or that section of town where there's that creepy house that just feels like it's staring at you the entire time you're walking past it. I love going to locations and standing outside and putting myself as somebody walking past the location and see if I get that creepy vibe from it.
Right.
Just feel like if the house is watching me or if something from the house is watching me.
There was a time like this. It doesn't happen often, especially anymore, because like any place that's active, you pretty much know about it immediately it's all over Facebook or whatever. But like there was a time, I got invited to the Arkansas Tuberculosis Sanitarium. First time I got invited to that.
Gosh, that place though. Wow.
I had never I had never seen the place.
Yeah.
Never saw it. Got invited to it, and we just got directions to it. So we drove down there.
Oh,
and I tell you what, when we rolled up on it,
it's huge.
Up in the windshield, like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was my first reaction too when I saw it, because I didn't know what it was, and I went there with Koopsik one time, and I was just like, "Oh, what did I just stumble upon?"
you don't get those feelings hardly anymore. Like I just, and it could be just like I'm the old guy.
I had that. I had that reaction with Ashmore. I loved going because Ashmore has that feeling to me.
It's got that not nostalgia, the aura.
Yeah, it does. It's got a different vibe for sure, and so that is one reason why I really loved Ashmore, because it has that different feeling. But sorry, thought I heard something. I think it was just the cats playing around upstairs. Anyways, there's some places I'm sure they do it. That's why I want to go more to the East Coast. I want to go to those other locations that are older that I'd love to just walk past and be like, okay, this is giving the heebie-jeebies. You know what I mean? Like walking through Salem late at night. Could you imagine just the fall? Dude, just the feel. Well, you couldn't do it in the fall to me because there's going to be so many people on the street. That place is popping all the time. But if you could get it just right, where there's barely anybody on the street, you're walking around the oldest parts of town, and you just you catch November. That. Yeah, you catch that slight shadow or shine off of a building, and it scratches something, and it gives you that feeling, and it's like, am I being watched right now? The air just hits you right. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you, I kind of feel like, a lot of these, whenever I say these opinions and these thoughts that I have, like, I always think like, God, I'm an old head in the paranormal field. maybe it's just me being old or something, and like,
or maybe you just know what you like.
I'm just stuck in my time.
Why do you have to put age on it? Maybe you just know what you like, and that's what you want to experience.
I'm just saying it's like that old guy that yells at everybody from the porch, like, that ain't music.
Damn whippersnappers, get off my lawn. Yeah. No, I get it.
But I mean, there's some substance there. So
there is. I mean, that's to me is people outside of the paranormal that come into the paranormal, come into the space, go to events, they're thrill seeking. They're trying to get scared, right? Guys, it's not a haunted house. You're not gonna there's not a scary ghost clown around the corner waiting to chase you. Now, maybe we could make it a little fun for you. Know. Right.
We did have that moment where there's clowns showing up on the side of the road. So it was like,
maybe. You're an unk. Nice. Perfect, Rachel. Couldn't have said it any better. Or an onion on my belt because that was the fashion at the time. I like it. I like it a lot. But I mean, even ghost towns, man. Like, I'd love to go to the old Tombstone, or I'd love to just see the Goldfield Hotel in its glory. I love walking past the Crescent Hotel because it's something completely different. Like,
you feel that's a place. When people say places have energy, places
you feel the energy for sure. Same with my gosh, dude. Same with MSP. I feel the energy when I'm walking around that place. Like everywhere I go, there's energy.
It's a different energy.
Yeah, 100%. I love it. Let's see, Lori. My gripe about the current state of investigators is they seem to thrive on no. Oh wait, hold on. Lived with a scary man for 15 years. Nothing scares me. I'm emotionally numb. Okay. Current gripe about investigators, they seem to thrive on notoriety and forget the reason behind investigating, research, and respect. Enough of the BS. 100%, girl. 100%. Keep it real.
Experience actual spirits or dimensional intermingling, or are they on and this all in the same? I'm guessing.
Why not both?
No, they could be all the same.
We don't have a
beings.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, no, I should say we don't have a definite proof of anything of what they could be. We don't. We don't know what they could be. It is.
Now, it could be that we were experiencing interdimensional beings, but like even biblically, in biblical times, and they just said they're demons because that's all they knew.
Well, that's the questions. Good point. That's the questions that people need to ask on investigations. But there comes a time when you really have to start asking, are there rules on the other side where things can or cannot give these answers on purpose? Yes or no questions to like certain little things here and there. Okay.
Like, are you here? Are you in that room?
Exactly. But like when you really get into in-depth conversations like, hey, what's the afterlife like? What is afterlife like? What is the afterlife like? Were you this person in a past time? Are you a demon? Are you a interdimensional being? You know, whatever. When I ask those deeper, you and I have done this. When you ask those deeper, in-depth questions, I have yet to receive answers for stuff like that.
Yeah, and you kind of get the feeling sometimes, like when we've done investigations where we'll go off on these tangents like that, on these questions, and like you'll get the feeling like you already know the answer, and you're just not going to get it from them.
Yes,
it's like somebody holding you back.
There's something holding you back. There might be a rule. Are they intentionally trying to throw me off the scent? Like the whole Sally House thing, right? Is it intentionally acting like a little girl to gain your trust? I'm not saying that that's what it is. I'm just saying there are locations that I fully believe that negative entities are trying to persuade you differently and get your trust and let your guard down, and then it can wreak havoc on your life.
And then for the ones that aren't like negative entities, I think maybe there's certain things they're not allowed to tell you because like that would ruin belief systems.
Exactly.
And that's not what they want to do.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know.
But, are you an alien? Are you a fifth dimensional being? Are you, whatever. Those tough questions that you don't really see investigators ask that stuff on YouTube. You don't.
Not at all. Not at all.
Why?
I would like to see some things change on YouTube. Not just YouTube, but even I would like to see network shows come back.
That'd be cool.
Because at least network shows weeded out people.
Dude, so true. So true.
But on the other hand, some of the people they brought in were
cuckoo
flakes. You know, like what's his name? Not Nick Groff, but I keep want to call him Nick. From Live Sci-Fi.
Oh,
had his own tried to look like Zach Bagans with the glasses and Tim Wood. Yes, Tim Wood. They gave him a show. This is a guy that like did a solo Ouija board session using his own hand as the planchette. And people bought it.
Yeah. Emotionally, I agree with you. All I know is there's light and dark. I will say I fully believe that there's something out there that we don't understand. But right. There are things out there that we don't understand.
Start saying understand like on South Park.
Literally.
Understand.
You took our jab. Anyways, horrible. But yeah, I have hopes that the paranormal field will get better, that things will turn around. I do agree with you. I think it would be great to bring back network stuff. But my biggest issue, my really honestly biggest issue with that, and I think this is where it really stems, is there's so much money grab as far as streaming services go. Cable TV really isn't a thing where it was all centralized in one place and people could get, so much stuff. Like, I understand you had to buy different packages to get more channels and stuff like that, which is fine. But nowadays, you have to have a subscription to Netflix, to Paramount, to HBO, to Disney, to Discovery Channel. Like, it just... Or not channel, but you know what I'm saying. Discovery Plus.
There's so many streaming platforms out there that it's just gotten out of hand.
There's just, you don't see people going to, oh man, Discovery Discovery gave us the new batch of Ghost Adventures episodes. I'm signing up for a membership right now. Yeah. You know what I mean? They don't have that pull like other streaming services that have cult-like show followings where people will do that. They'll be like, hey, I'm going to cancel my Prime membership just so I can watch YouTube for a certain show for a certain amount of time. I think streaming killed the paranormal. I really do. I think streaming and YouTube killed the paranormal.
Everybody a platform, even those that don't need it.
Yeah, I think. Okay, let me rephrase that.
It shouldn't have it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it killed the paranormal on network TV. That's what I think.
Yeah. Well, and that's exactly it, because the people that couldn't get like on network and stuff, so they went to Roku and they're like, hey, we can put our own show on Roku. Roku's looking for channels, or
Yeah,
Roku's looking for videos, or you know, this particular streaming service is looking. They'll take anything on, because a
yeah,
lot of these streaming services are acting like YouTube now, where they'll take anything on. Doesn't matter if it's good or not. They'll just take it on for the ad revenue.
literally, yeah, 100%.
And
And yeah,
people are having a fit with the NFL right now. Even Donald Trump's stepping in, because it costs over $1,000 if you want to watch your team all season long.
oh yeah, just because you had to go to certain streaming services to be able to see certain games. Yeah, freaking hate that so much. But you're welcome, Rachel. I'm glad I could remind you about Hulu.
Yeah, and if networks were to pick up stuff and only limit it to their network,
yeah,
where they couldn't see this on a streaming platform, people are going to come back to like cable TV.
Yeah, I unfortunately I do.
They should cheapen the cable bill.
Yeah,
lower it, but
I do think that for the next wave of major paranormal stuff is going to be where you're going to have, well, not wave, it's kind of already here. It's the collaborations on YouTube. It's the other paranormal groups coming together and filming things and getting things done. The reason why is because you don't have that cable access, like ready to watch TV shows. You have to go to YouTube. But even in that sense, what I like about YouTube is it's not production value where you have to stick to a script and a storyline and to go this certain direction. You can do pretty much whatever you want with it, but as long as you're respectful and you actually make sense in your investigating and not just throw out a bunch of wild, baseless claims, okay.
The other thing about it too, and I'm not saying this for everybody, because I know there's people that have limited income or whatever, but a lot of people come to YouTube to watch these kind of videos because it's free.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's accessible.
You don't have to pay subscriptions. Now, thankfully, there are. Go ahead.
Pay to watch Ghost Adventures just for the I like their cinematography.
Yeah,
I'm not going to pay for it.
Things, right? Exactly. And I'm glad. So what is it? Project Fear has the Fear Club. They have a spot where those bigger fans can subscribe and get extra content from them. That's great. I'm glad they do stuff like that. Same thing with Patreon, right? For people that really need that extra flow of money. It is what it is.
Yeah.
We did have a question from Lori, though.
Bring back revenues. So much fun. It was just Ghost Hunters. Yeah. Okay. Question here. Do you think the spirit reflects the living being's personality? Introvert while living equals more reserved and quiet in spirit form, and extroverts are the more interactive as spirits. I think so. I mean, we always talk about it being like the spirit actually being our consciousness. How we are in life would be how we would be in death, I would assume.
You would hope so.
Our consciousness would carry over, I think it's just until this would go down a rabbit hole, but I'm gonna try.
It's a great question, Lori. It's honestly a really great question.
Yeah. Without going down a rabbit hole, if by chance reincarnation is what it is, and it is actually happening, then there's an attempted erasure of memory in a reincarnated spirit. But the behaviors of people that have had past life experiences, like these kids that, like, their behavior typically reflects their past life. The behavior of the person they were, they're still behaving like that person.
Yeah.
So I think our behavior, our personality, everything that makes us who we are is embedded in our consciousness. So whenever we do expire and our consciousness goes out into the ether, it goes out there, that energy, that life force, that does not get destroyed.
Right.
So I would assume your personality is embedded with your consciousness.
If you were a cranky old fart when you were alive, the chances are you're going to be a cranky old fart when you're dead.
And you're not going to be like some turn into some enlightened hippie, you know, like,
right? Yeah,
oh,
man.
I had this experience. Now I have no like body, but I'm still here.
Well, and then you have to think about like, I just essentially, that's where I was going to go. But emotionally also asks, do creators make that much from Patreon? They can. They absolutely can. If they provide good enough content and have enough subscribers for that content.
Well, here's the thing.
That's
also,
pretty good money.
My Patreon is only $1.99 a month.
Woo! Dirt cheap.
The majority of them that you'll find is like, say if you were to go on like somebody that has like 100,000 followers, they'll probably have theirs set around like $15 to $20 a month for extra content. All the way, I've seen one that was all the way up to 30.
Yeah.
It's going to depend on the creator. Like, I think my Patreon, honestly, I think I make like $20 a month off Patreon.
Hey, $20 is $20. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it gets cut down because of the fees and stuff from Patreon. Yep. So I don't make that full 20. I think I make like 16.
That's why I said they can. It is a possibility.
But they can. Yeah. If they've got a huge following and they have a higher amount set for their Patreon, yeah, they can make quite a bit of money. There's YouTubers out there making millions of dollars right now.
And then Rican said, or do they feel free to act in a way they couldn't before? I'm like, after the spirits pass is what I'm assuming what they mean there. It's like, do they feel free to act differently than what they were? I mean, it depends on if there's rules or, you know, the rules of engagement on the other side. You know, if there are beings that kind of lock down what we can or cannot say on the other side when we cross, would that piss you off? Would that make you upset? Would you be, all right, cool, whatever, it is what it is, I'm dead? But, you know, it depends on what your perception is and what we feel on the other side. I mean, to me, I have ideas and opinions of what I think I would like to happen with me when I go to the other side, but it just depends.
And
how much do
on
they
the topic of Rika says on the topic of reincarnation, could we actually be talking to ourselves at some point? That would be no. Because
that would be crazy,
wouldn't it? But your consciousness is what survives.
Yeah,
it would get your consciousness would be what incorporated into a new body.
Kind of. So,
kind of. Yeah, there's some. I feel like there's some erasure.
There's so many. Yes, there is, which I think some people slip through the cracks. But there are some theories out there where it's like an energy pool, right? Like it kind of just grabs and then kind of thing. Like I'm not saying that's actually what happens with reincarnation. It's not, sometimes you're attached to other spirits or other souls making up one soul, you know, whatever you want to say. That's just a theory that I've heard, to where maybe a different soul that you maybe had a different life with some other time could be a young child and you could be an older man, you know, whatever. I'm not sure how that would work. If you want to keep it to the one soul, one body, one thing, then the likelihood of that happening, probably no, of you talking to yourself.
I think the only way you could talk to yourself would be like if you left an imprint on a certain moment in time.
Yeah.
And you come back and you experience that moment.
Deja vu.
Or interdimensional. Or not interdimensional, but separate timelines.
True. And emotionally, to answer your question, what makes a person choose to be good or bad? The perception of your reality. That's what makes you choose whether you're good or bad. And if, you know, in passing situations, 100%, you know, there's been plenty of things done that are for what you think could be the greater good, but that could be evil for somebody else.
Yeah.
It's perception of reality.
There's somebody that's sitting in jail for murder, but they probably murdered this person because they were raping a kid or something, you know, like
exactly. That person, I would just be like, absolved of all charges if it was proved that they killed an actual kind of person.
But if you just read that this person had murdered somebody,
and your perception, that's all you know. Exactly. Which it's the same thing with the paranormal field. Your perception and what you bring to the field, it's what you bring to the field. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, when people want to coach and make people better, but they want to give you some good tips on how to be a better investigator or whatever. don't take that as an offense. There are people that actually out there that want to help you become better. Like me, for example, there were times where I would take criticism to the heart, and I'd be like, "You're just trying to you're saying I'm a horrible investigator. I'm bad at it." No, that's not necessarily what they're saying. They're trying to make you better and show you tips on how to be better as well.
Yeah.
So even, and age has nothing to do with it. Age does not matter when it comes to niches. You could be a 55-year-old person just now getting into the field, but then the person who is 26 who's been doing it for 6, 7, 8 years of their life, they're going to know more about paranormal investigating than you do if you just started at 55.
Yeah.
Age has nothing to do with it. But that's just me. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
We're approaching.
We are approaching that time, and I'm sure Little Miss is probably like, "Dad, what the fudge is happening?"
She's like, "How much longer?"
Yeah, no kidding.
Just a little bit longer.
Just a little bit longer. Well, and we do. Obviously, we greatly appreciate everybody that's been here. Dave, I appreciate you having me on the show. It means a lot. I miss our show for sure. Lori, thank you so much for showing that. That means Lori's one of our followers that's been with us since the very beginning, as far as the Boogeyman Radio days goes. So it was great to see her. There's probably maybe one or two other people that I missed that I would have loved to see tonight, but that's okay. No big deal. Everybody else, thank you so much for being here.
If you guys want to see some of our old videos, like from Boogeyman, on the search bar on YouTube, just put the @ Boogeyman Radio Show, and that's a EY on Boogeyman.
Yeah, not IE.
Not IE.
Yep.
But yeah, you can check out some of our old videos there. Some great interviews, great topics that we've had. So yeah, feel free to check those out. So next level on that theory, do you think the personality of the investigator draws which personality of the spirits? I'm an introvert, and I seem to attract the spirits that are more passive.
Maybe. It depends. Maybe that spirit has multiple personalities, like when we know up in Malvern.
Maybe it's not you, and like you said in your previous question, it's just their personality.
That's true. That is very true.
Regardless if you're an introvert or not, and if they maybe being dead and you're sitting around the house all damn day, and then finally somebody shows up, you're like, hey,
or just the opposite. Oh God, someone's here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's an image thumbnail.
and then you can think about the other fact that maybe we're ghosts to them. The things that we're doing is altering their reality.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You're scaring the crap out of them.
You are absolutely scared. I can see you, but can you see me? Kind of, answers that we get. That's the questions I'm waiting for, or that's the answers I'm waiting for from EVP, is like someone trying to ask me questions, right? Like I'll be recording or whatever, and someone will be like, "Wait, what is your name? Who are you?" Like I want to hear those kinds of recordings. That'd
be interesting,
right? That would flip that theory on its head. Of is it really? Are we invisible to them? Are we is it a timeline thing? Maybe.
Clay seems to attract more aggressive or spirits, maybe due to his stature and being an extrovert. Again, I think it's just the spirit, honestly.
Yeah, it could be who they're attached to. Well, I say attached to, but who they can relate to more, maybe.
Yeah.
And it could be the energy you bring, maybe.
It's more their choice.
Yeah. They're not like dogs. You're not gonna get them to, hey, you want a treat? Here's a treat for you, ghost.
Death whistle trying to get him to...
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez.
Come here, ghost.
For you. If you talking to my recorder, I'll give you, I don't know, something, like whatever. I know we kind of do that with, trigger objects already, but.
Before we go, like the death whistle, that thing is, the use of that is the most comical thing to me, because, they use that whistle in war to scare the enemy.
I would say I love scaring I love scaring people with it, not so much anything to do with investigating.
Yeah. Well, that's what they used it for. Was they used it for war, and if they had 100 men, they would all have the same death whistle, and they would blow it all at the same time to scare the other tribe, so they wouldn't have to fight them. So we're taking a tool meant to scare off another person into a ghost hunt to do what?
To stir up activity, but it would maybe scare them off.
We're gonna draw them in,
right,
with this ghost whistle.
Maybe people think that through. Well, I mean, it's the same thing with the Winchester, right? Like Lady Winchester thought she was being haunted by the spirits of the people that were killed by her husband's rifles. You know?
Yeah, but it's not a war tool to scare.
It's not as shocking like that. Yeah,
the whistles didn't kill the people.
The guns do.
Well, the guns killed them, but the whistles were used to just scare them away.
To get that fear. Yeah,
like
no,
makes no damn sense.
I agree.
Quit using the death whistle out there, guys.
Hey, if you want to use it to scare the crap out of actual like other people, that's fine.
Other investigators, yes.
Yeah. You want to like if you're around the corner, you just it's fine. It's no big deal. It's what it is.
Neighbors keep nosing into your business. Yeah, just wait till the middle of the night and blow it outside their window.
Yeah. Can you imagine if that was someone's like sound?
I just don't get why we would, as a community, why we would take something like that and think that it would be the perfect idea to draw and attract entities.
Because they're hoping for a shock value.
I think the whistle in itself is the shock value.
Well, yeah, I agree. It's look at me, I'm cool. I have a death whistle. Like,
and now people are like, we got a 3D render one.
Yeah, that's. Anyways, I can make scarier faces. Raptor. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be sweet. I want to hear like the horn of Odin or whoever like calling spirits to come fight for you. That's what I want to see.
There you
that's
go.
What I would love to hear.
See, that's like a come hither.
Yes, like I am calling for help.
Yes.
Boom.
People.
That's the death whistle we need. Is the life whistle maybe or the I don't
is there one?
Well, you'd think like maybe like if you're on the battlefield, like the company charge.
I guess maybe that would be a grape whistle.
A grape. Well, that's a cry for help, but also fear in the same.
You want somebody to come to you.
Well,
not that kind of.
With that, everybody, have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for being here. We greatly appreciate it. Lori, that means a lot. Thank you for the comment. And thank you guys for being so proactive in the chat. It really means a lot.
Yes.
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys joining us. It was a little bit of a longer episode, but that's fine. It's all fine. If you wanted to jump on Patreon and check out extra content, not just from like the podcast, because those are going to be coming soon.
Yeah.
But live investigations, extra content from some of the videos I'll be putting out. I am planning on having the recent investigation out here within the next couple weeks. So there'll be stuff out there for that. So look out for that. Also polls, just random posts that I'll be putting out there, opinion things, let you guys, people that are following me on Patreon, you get to know what's going on with me and investigations and
absolutely. I will say, I think you can follow me, and you can follow me on Facebook as well. I think it's just Charlie Ford. I do post some things. I mean, I've kicked around some other ideas of maybe starting up a channel too, but we'll see. I got something I want to show you. Pretty cool. And then I also have an Instagram called Always Dream 62. It's the picture of me, and I just post random photos every now and then. I do have some photos from past investigations. I have the Arkansas. Let me see if I can hold on. That's the Arkansas the tuberculosis place. Oh, it's beautiful, gorgeous. And then I've got the McIntyre, not McIntyre. Oh my gosh, we just talked about it earlier.
McPike.
Thank you, McPike Mansion. So if you guys want to give me a follow there, I'm also on there. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. It means a lot.
Yeah. So if you want to join Patreon or get any merch, links down in the description. I gotta go. I got like a 6-year-old who's been
dying for attention right now. Yeah, 100%. Bye, everybody.
So, next week we'll have Josh Hurd on.
Yeah,
and
that'll be a fun show.
We'll get it kicking. Oh yeah, some new things are on the horizon.
Well, I can't promise that I'll be there because Scott is coming in town next week, so I'm probably gonna be with them. So I'll catch the recording.
Heck yeah! All right, guys. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.